So dyspnea has a diagnosis code. Does that mean that I can use it as my hospice diagnosis? Hey y'all, I'm Shelly. I do tips for hospice nurses. Today I'm talking about determining hospice diagnosis and what to use for our hospice diagnosis. And the answer to that question I just said is no, we cannot use dyspnea as our admitting hospice diagnosis because dyspnea is a symptom. It's not a diagnosis. It's not an illness. So whenever you're trying to determine what to use, and it's not cut and dry, which we see this pretty frequently now, look at what symptoms the patient is having, trace those symptoms back to the cause, and it's very possible that that cause will be your admitting hospice diagnosis. So in the example of dyspnea, the patient would be admitted for end-stage chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and they have the secondary complication of dyspnea. Somebody with edema, trace it back. Could be that you admit them for end-stage congestive heart failure with the secondary complication of edema. Cachexia, trace that back. So what is causing it? Could be that they have end-stage severe protein-calorie malnutrition with the complication of cachexia. Even things like CVA, so cerebrovascular accident in and of itself is not an actual diagnosis for hospice. You want to admit them for end-stage cerebrovascular disease with the secondary complications of cerebrovascular accident or stroke. So I hope this was helpful. This tip was helpful. It's getting more and more complicated figuring out what we can put for our diagnosis because every time we find ones that work, then we figure out Medicare doesn't allow that one anymore. And we got to figure out something else. So I do recommend looking at your symptoms and tracing them back to the cause. And when you still can't figure it out, talk about it with your IDT. Get everyone together and with your doctor included and see if y'all can figure out what is the best based on the symptoms. So I hope this tip was helpful. If there's anything you want me to talk about, please let me know. I'd love to share it here. And y'all remember, if we work together, we can change our world. And I love you guys.